My name is Courtney of Courthouse Couture. I'm a lawyer, but not your lawyer, and I've been practicing law for 16 years. Many of you have been following me because of my coverage of the Diddy trial and other trials in general. And we're back because Diddy has been sued again by a former child star who alleges that Diddy essayed him when he was a minor. Of course, I had to go to the lawsuit, and one of the things that you notice about this lawsuit is that it's different. This minor has remained anonymous, and his name is only listed as John Y.H. Rowe, and he has sued Diddy along with his former talent agents. Because based on what's shared in the lawsuits, this isn't just an essay case. His former child star believed that his agents were working with Diddy to put him in a precarious situation. They are all being sued for childhood essay, sexual battery, negligence, intentional infliction of emotional distress, false imprisonment, violation of the Ralph Civil Rights Act, negligent supervision of a minor, and sexual harassment under Civil Code, Section 51.9. This lawsuit starts off as many others against Diddy have, by describing how powerful he is, how much money he had, and how he was viewed in the entertainment industry. Claims are absolutely sinister, because the child star alleges that around May of 2007, he ended up at an event alone with no chaperone, no guardian, and no safety plan. Once he was there, he ended up interacting with Diddy, who told him he would be a great fit for a project he was producing. The minor eventually ended up alone in a room with Diddy. Diddy offered him alcohol, and again, this was a minor. Minor drank the alcohol, immediately started feeling the effect, and after that is when he alleges that Diddy started touching him, fondling him, pulling down his pants, touching his genitals while Diddy touched himself. Allegedly. The plaintiff was a minor, but obviously was stunned by all of this. And what really makes this lawsuit different is that the plaintiff alleged, right here in fact, that the agents encouraged plaintiff to attend the event alone. And this part below is what is particularly sinister. It says plaintiff is informed and believes and alleges that before the event, the agents knew or reasonably should have known that defendant Combs was expected to attend, would have access to performers and aspiring talent. Basically, the plaintiff says the agents knew that Combs had a reputation for sexual misconduct. Now, you all know Diddy is denying all of this. He's also in the middle of a 50-month sentence for 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. He was also given a $500,000 fine. But you should also know that LAPD and the LA County Sheriff are investigating other sexual assault claims with a different victim. It's going to be interesting to see what discovery in this case looks like, what information is shown, what details are shown to prove that the minor was at this event, to prove how the minor knew that the talent agent said Combs engaged in sexual misconduct. This case is messy, but I'm going to be following along. You all let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
I kid you not, videos from Diddy's little parties are leaking online right now. I'm not exactly sure how you would find this video, not know who P. Diddy is, but obviously he is a super powerful music executive from the 90s, revolutionized hip hop, and he got put in jail for being a freak, basically. He's had a long history, like, in the community of committing crimes against people, but the federal government picked him up on essentially trafficking charges for moving people around the states to have these little pleasurable, things with them, right? It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's ultimately what it comes down to. He didn't get a life sentence or anything, but it's bad enough where he's going to do multiple years in jail behind this. And the little parties that he would throw would involve women that he was dating, as well as, hired men to interact with his partners while he, have a very famous word, right? What they're called. It rhymes with geek off. And now, for somehow, some way, it looks like the videos are leaked. Now, at first, I didn't think it was real, but one of the women that is depicted, right, is actually 50 Cent's baby mama, right? Stay with me now. 50 Cent, P. Diddy have had beef for years and years and years. No one really knew the exact origin of it, but, it's kind of painting a larger picture. It's like, of course, these guys aren't going to like each other. And look, it's online. You can find it if you want to. If you don't want to look at them, it involves exactly what's kind of described in the trial. It's you got Daphne Joy, who was dating Diddy at the time. And then you got, her with, a dude, right? And Diddy's in the background, shaking some dice. And Daphne Joy came out and said, look, these videos I did not consent to being in. And ultimately, I did this to serve my partner and give them a good time. And, I didn't consent to any of it. Now, the back and forth online is that she very publicly said I was coerced, like, everything was just being sprung on me and I had no choice but to do this stuff. But if you observe the videos themselves, then it doesn't necessarily seem like that's the case. And, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, because just because she looked like she was having a good old time in the videos doesn't mean that there wasn't a lot of coercion involved behind the scenes. Plus, the fact that these videos even exist at all is a huge breach of her trust. I trust that you're going to like, share, and comment on this video. Making videos for you guys is my full-time job. Or you can also support me personally. Listen to my music.
What's up? It's the Monster Man, man. This video is crazy, man. Diddy was definitely on some sextology, because no way you're gonna bang your chick and you will be in the room masturbating and telling guys what to do. And when the escort come, you go in the room and they rub the semen on your nipples. He was really on some diabolical shit. This ninja was really out of control. He was sexually assaulting minors. He was running an old booty empire. He was trying to look booty out of this shit. So a lot of people been saying for a long time that Diddy's bisexual. He always been gay, because Ian Mink Mill be wearing matching clothes. He be calling him daddy in the pool, and he be saying he like when you're scrambling, scraping for shit, daddy. So this ninja was definitely on some zestology, because who the hell could say that shit to me? And Diddy would say to you, take off that shirt, let me see what you're working with. What? What the hell is this ninja really on? And then he's gonna see Fabulous and say, you need to come party with me, Fab. And Fab got so uncomfortable. He was nervous and started to stutter. So Diddy was taking a lot of manhood in this industry, man. He's like the Fleece Johnson in this industry, the booty bandit, because he was really on some real wild timing. So all of these rumors that we're hearing about Diddy, all of these allegations that are coming out now, it is just crazy. For a long time, this shit been going on in the industry, and because Diddy was so powerful, a lot of people was not coming on, because this ninja can get you killed. Because we was hearing rumors for a long time that he was the one that got Tupac killed, Biggie Smalls killed, so a lot of people was scared of Puff Daddy. But Puff Daddy don't got no power no more. Ain't nobody jacking that shit. He's just power trippy. But when he go against that liquor company, that is where everything come crashing down for Puff Daddy. Shit take a wild turn. So you might have one of the finest broad in the industry, and you never know that Cassie would have ever turned on you. So all of the bullshit that you was doing, you was abusing females, you was sexually assaulting guys. Who the hell put horse tranquilizer in baby oil and pink cocaine? When Diddy rubbed that shit on you, you passed the hell out. This ninja know what he was doing, man. He got a strategy just to get the booty. So I got to realize that Diddy been doing this shit so long, he got so comfortable. And he was telling everyone that he was God. He can walk on water. He was immortal. Man, this ninja was so delusional. And Little Rod was the craziest part about the situation. Because no way you're gonna be around Puff Daddy, and sometime you go to bed, girls are in the bed, next time you go to bed, Diddy's in the bed, and your ass is sore? And this shit happened over and over, and you did not do shit. And now you come on a documentary talking about this shit like we're supposed to be sorry for you. You're not a real man. You let a guy smack you from the G. So understand that you made Diddy give you that D over and over because you got promises. He said that he was gonna buy you a house. He was gonna let you live the best life. So if Diddy robbed all of his artists, why would Diddy do that for you? You was so wrong, man. You caused that shit on yourself. But the diddler, he was so diabolical. He got a strategy and he liked to manipulate people. Once Diddy see that he can use you, he's gonna use you. That is the type of sucker Diddy is. But it is what it is, man. It's the Monster Man. Have a best day.
Ew, this is disgusting. This male escort says, of all the things Howard allegedly witnessed during his time with Diddy and Cassie, one thing stood out to him as the strangest. Quote, the weirdest thing was they used to physically collect my spooge in a cup. Hey, Mrs. Barbie, they collected my, he uses the S-E to the E, S-E-M to the E to the N word. They collected my spooge for like a year. At one point, the escort asked Diddy about the creepy collection, and the disgraced mogul gave an explanation. He told me, I like to see her play with it and drink it. What's wrong with that? Diddy told the escort. I was like, you know, to each his own. But after that, they never asked me about it again. They never collected it. Oh my God. In episode 4 of the new Diddy documentary, producer Lil Rod claimed that Diddy's son, Justin Combs, was present at a freak-off. They'll be doing these freak-offs, he says, and it'd be Puff and Justin in the room with multiple women. Closed doors and lots of music and lots of